back when we first talked about the conditions for T procedures, right? I mentioned that we were going to talk a little bit more about that condition 2 where we have a characteristic is normally distributed in the population. That is ideal. Okay, if we can say that yes, this is normally distributed, then a lot of things work out very nice when we have normality, but in principle that can be a little bit challenging to get. And it actually so happens that when we talk about the T distribution and use the T procedures that are associated to it, we don't actually need that normality condition because the T procedures are what we call robust, just that if we satisfy conditions that are not exactly those, the values don't change much. And when I say that the values don't, it's like change by a millionth or something either way. Okay, so it's very, very negligible. Okay, here are the three big ideas that are connected to that robustness idea with T procedures. Okay, first, if we don't have normality, the condition of having an SRS is actually more powerful to us here than normality is. Okay, so meaning if you have a large enough SRS, we don't care about normality. Okay, and the book says 40 if we have strongly skewed distributions. You're not going to see that. 30 is generally enough. Strongly skewed distributions would be something on the order of like what we're going to see in chapter 21 and 22 with the chi-square distributions. Okay, those have a strong skew to them, but here we aren't going to see that. But for safety, 30 is enough for us. 40 or 50, yeah, you're way fine. Okay, so if you have SRS of size 50, great. Use T procedures, don't think twice. If you have a small sample, which is often the case too, you can use T procedures as long as the data appear to be approximately normal. So this idea of approximately normal is that it should have some of those defining characteristics, some unimodal, bell shape. The symmetry part is the one that people always question, like, okay, it's not exactly symmetric. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. Like, as long as you don't see, two modes popping up, that's fine. As long as it's roughly symmetric, that's fine. And then the big thing here is if we have a small sample size, you cannot use T procedures if there are outliers or any type of skewness present. So small samples are a little bit more sensitive. For those moderate sized ones, as long as you don't have outliers or strong skewness, you're fine. Do the T procedures and we can go on. Okay. So then just as a general bucket of rules or conditions, the T procedures most generally we still have to have the SRS, we have to have sigma is unknown, and then condition 2 here actually changes. Normally distributed in the population or n is greater than 30. That's the benchmark that we're going to use. Okay, but consequently we also need that there's no outliers, and then if we have a smaller sample size, there's no strong skewness. Okay, these are the 5 rules that we can generally use. Okay, so check those. The previous 3 are generally okay, that we have been using up until this point, but these 5 will definitely make sure that you're okay.